How about don't ask, don't tell? That'll probably be the next thing on the legislative agenda.
It's a good question there. Okay, and I've been sitting here trying to ponder that. I don't think that you should have to tell. I certainly don't want to know that the guy next to me in my foxhole is gay, and I definitely don't want him advancing on me. I mean, especially when I have a gun. But keep it to yourself. Okay. What I like about that is that if indeed they abolish that, that means that they can just come right out and just say, okay, and hey, and I think that we're jeopardizing a lot of situations here that it's not needed. I mean, it's none of my business. I mean, unless you're violating, or infringing on my rights. The combat in the troops in the trenches, I mean, as you know, is difficult situations. I mean, all kind of things go on, and I certainly don't. That's certainly don't want that in the back of my mind. Is like, am I gonna be watched out, or so just I don't want to know. Okay, so does that answer it?
I assume that means you fight to keep, don't ask, don't tell, not abolish.
Right.
What do you believe regarding the separation of church and state?
Well, I think a lot of it's been used overzealous. We were founded as an Anglo-Christian nation. To take the 10th Amendments, or to take the Ten Commandments off of our Supreme Court or our courts, or take it out of our schools, I think is wrong. I don't believe in sometimes the separation of church and state. I mean, we were founded as a God-believing country, and we should acknowledge that. So, if I want Christmas decorations, I'm going to have Christmas decorations. If I want to see the Ten Commandments on my federal, state, county buildings, and I want to see it. Don't tell me that it doesn't belong there. Okay. Again, another one of those long lists of things that you could go on and on and on. But I think we're intertwined.
Any follow-up by anyone?
I thought we were starting out that all that means is that the way I understand it, that the government can't say this is the church we're going to have and you can't have any other church. Isn't that basically what the Constitution
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude. I'm just, I think I made the ballot. No, it was just a message. If she called, then I knew I made it. So.
Congratulations. What is your solution to our energy needs as a nation?
I'm sorry.
Should we have you give high five?
Anybody who's collected signatures know that this is a challenge. I mean, so.
What do you believe a solution is to our energy needs as a nation?
Okay, very good question. Definitely, as we can see, we have problems with some of the technology. We need energy, and right now we are an oil-based economy. We need to do everything we can to get energy here in America and not be dependent on foreign oil. We need to be able to drill. We need to be able to obtain our oil. And it's not just for us who have to go to work, but let's look at it for maybe the senior class, the lower income classes. I mean, if you have to fight over prescriptions or heating, that's not right. I mean, we should have enough abundant energy. I'm not saying free, but enough abundant energy that practically all of us can afford it, okay? And we need to be able to secure the means to do that. Now, on the flip side, to be able to do this, yes, it's a risk, but we need to take every precaution we can not to have the spills, not to have the damage done to the environment that we see happening. I'm a believer that AMWA, we should go up there. There's a lot of oil. But at the same time, we have to make sure that we protect that environment. I'm a big believer in shale oil. I believe that we should go after that. But again, we shouldn't make it look like the strip mines of coal that we have back in the 19th century. We have to use our technology to get the elements that propel us right now, and that is coal, that is gas, that is oil, and we have to have that.
Well, nuclear.
Well, let's stick with those three right now, okay? So, once we get past that, I'm a big believer in nuclear. I mean, there's no reason why we shouldn't have nuclear power plants. It's very clean, very efficient, and the old arguments of what to do with the spent rods, well, let's call it recycling. I mean, there's other elements and other tools that we can reuse this with. So I think with our natural elements and nuclear power plants, we should be looking at doing everything we can to get energy for America, both from a security standpoint and for us Americans to prosper. Okay? Now, with that being said, I'm a big believer in solar energy. I think that we have a great nuclear reactor up there in the sky that we need to figure out how to take care of. I think all the miles and miles of sun panels that's not the answer. I think that, this is 2010. We should have better technology for getting that energy from the sun. I'm a believer in wind, but I do not want these big windmills scattered all over. Again, this is 2010. We should have better technology to actually harness that wind power. Okay, without it taking up all the land, and also as a and coming up with a backup system. What good is that? I mean, every wind farm has either a coal generated or an oil generated plant there for backup. Come on, we should be doing a lot better with those technologies, and I'm very disappointed that we're not.
Do you, as a follow-up, do you think that those technologies, what should be the driving force for those technologies? In other words, should they be strictly market-based in demand, or should they be somehow subsidized and encouraged by government funds or federal funds?
No, they should be market driven, okay? And I'll tell you why. There's a gentleman, in several different places, but there's a gentleman in Denver that has made a device. It's probably smaller than this table, about that high. You can sit on your roof, and it has enough gear ratios in there that will actually power your house for several months just on a very small amount of wind. So that is a market solution. What we have in these wind farms out here is subsidies, okay? And see, who makes the wind? Oh, GE. A lot of these problems that we are experiencing, there was the old comment, follow the money. And it's amazing how much, if you follow the money, some of these questions can get answered. Why are we spending money on subsidizing this and subsidizing that?